Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Susan Takeover of Sasway. Happy Thursday, April 23rd. I had to look at my computer. April 23rd. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope a bunch of you join because tonight I'll be making a bag that I've never made except for my practice, and it was a super popular one. And now I've met the designer, Tara C. Sinclair by UhOh Creations. And she made this bag called the Louie Waist Pack. I'm sure everyone except for me has made it before. So maybe you're just here for kicks and giggles. So welcome, and this is it. I made this one out of UhOh from My Handmade Space, and I love it so much. Look at that. And there's no interfacing on this bag. Well, I use cotton for the inside, so I just put a little woven, but there's no interfacing needed if you're not using cotton. Isn't this amazing? There's two sizes, small and medium. So this is the small, we're gonna do the medium now. What could possibly go wrong? Am I right? Okay, let's see who's here. Amber's here, Lori's here, April, Sharon. Sharon, you haven't made it either? Well, then you're good company. I can't believe I haven't made it. Greetings from Mesa. Hi, sister. Okay. I'm excited to do this one. It came out. I may or may not have put some extra rows of double stitching where the pattern doesn't call for. But come on, look at that. Who doesn't want that? Psh, psh. This does call for it, though. It calls for a triple stitch on the wing. Triple stitch? Yes, please. You might as well say chocolate. All right, so this is what we're making. Louie. So we're gonna make the medium, the mama size. I made the baby size. Let me show that. Medium. Bada bing. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about what parts we have. We have the wings and webbing. Wings and webbing, and this is more faux that I'm using for my wings, and just like a cotton webbing. I'm doing 1-inch webbing. You know what? I don't like this view I have it on because I can only see the current comment. I can't see all the old ones. Love My Handmade Space. Hate that I can drive there. It's really great, you guys. If you haven't shopped at My Handmade Space, you should go on. She has everything. Every color, every finish of everything your heart ever desired. All right, we need 2 zippers for this one. One for the long gusset, and then we need this. It's called a zipper flange. Everyone say with me, flange. It is a made-up word, I am pretty sure. This is, I think, the trickiest part of the whole bag. So I pre-did some things, but I didn't pre-do this because I thought maybe we would do this together in case anyone's actually learning, although most of you have already done this. Then we have a zipper for a pocket. And the pocket has 4 different parts. There's the upper exterior, lower exterior. There is the lining and the lining bottom. And all of this goes to the back of the bag. I'm using Tulip Bee Smoothie Smooth and My Handmade Space. Amber, when was your birthday? I missed it. Flange. Then we have the bottom of the bag, which I did make one modification to that we're going to see if it worked. And then we have the main front, and then the main lining. There's 2 of these, 1 of these. Then we have a little bit of fold over elastic, a D-ring, adjuster, slidey thing, and a metal side buckle. You can also do the kind that has the pull through. You could also just sew it in and not do it as a buckle. But I had a buckle, so let's use a buckle. All right, those are the parts. Oh yeah, it was Amber the Crafty Reporter, wasn't it? It was her birthday. I need to start this off with a good story. I have to think of one first, though. I don't know if I have a good story. Does anyone here have a good story? Let's see if we can get this all situated. Hopefully you can see more of the table and less of me. That's what we're hoping for. Can you see the table? Yes, I think you can. Oops. How's that? All right. Let's do it. Let me move all this stuff out of the way. I'm just going to go in the order that the pattern does. And I will talk you through what it was like for me making my first one and what things I kind of had to redo or slow down or think about. But it actually was a fun sew. It went together really well. So off to the races. I'm going to put some of this aside. You're going to go away. You're going to go away. You get to stay. You get to stay. You get to stay. And you get to go away. Oh, and I forgot. There's a zipper gusset or zipper, whatever. Gusset, yeah. Whatever, it's something. Okay, let's put these off to the side. If you're just getting on, we're making the Louie Waist Pack. Dun, 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 dun. What is the name of this? Pretty peonies, pretty in pink, pretty flowers. It's called something like that. Someone's going to get on here and tell me what it's called. Move your camera so we can see more of you and less of your computer. Yes, ma'am. Let's do it. I carry Pectoral. Wait. Like that? Okay. Okay. But then you can just, whatever, doesn't matter. Is that better? All right, so step number one, we're gonna construct this back. All right, so first you're gonna place the lining of the back bottom face up. All right, and you're gonna lay your zipper also face up, and I've already put tape on it. And we're gonna go bada bing, bada boom. Hi, everyone. Oh, hi. Look at all these awesome people on here. Yes, that's it. Painted, not pretty, but it is pretty also. So the thing says, you guys have to help me with this. The zipper head to the left. The head is that part, right? That it leads with. So I thought I did it right on my last one. And then when it was all done, this goes to the right. Whatever. Mimsy, I did. I loved it. And I love that guy. I've seen a bunch of his videos. It's incredible. So anyways, we're going to do it whether the zippers are right or not. Okay, now we're going to place the exterior back bottom, which is going to be my UhOh. And we're going to go right side down along the top. I already had tape on it, so I've already marked my centers on hopefully most everything. It needs to be backwards to start. Okay. With the way she writes it. Yeah, well, I thought I did it right last time, Kasaya. And then when I was done, oh, Tara's here. The one you made is correct for the zipper because it's against your body. Tara, I didn't mess up. Thank you. Thank you. There's Tara. She's the one who came up with this incredible bag. It's a super fun sew. All right. I'm actually going to right away, and I already do have my zipper pull on, just for funsies. I'm going to use a zipper foot for a lot of this just because I want to get nice and close and personal. Thank you, Tara. I was afraid I had it backwards for some reason. I'm like, well, I thought I followed the directions, but evidently I didn't. So now I did. Okay, cool. All right, we're going to sew this together at the full seam allowance. If you want to sing a song during this part, you can. If you want to put your glasses on, you can do that. All optional. Kara, my new dies came for my shoes, but now I'm terrified to use it. So there's that. You guys, I was trying to make sneakers and I completely destroyed a tool. Like shattered it into pieces. Not my finest moment, not my worst moment though. So as Kasaya said, if anyone can break a tool, Susan can. It's true. I break things and I have no idea how I did it. I'm like, I don't know. All right, my loves, we're going to turn these babies and we're going to top stitch through all these layers. You love making sneakers? Okay. Tara, I seriously need to at least do it the beginning part with you in a call. I'm terrified to even try again. All right. I just like to kind of pull my layers to make sure they're not doing any silly slipping. You little sillies. I already love this blue and pink together. Ooh, everyone's getting their sneakers done. The show and tell for the sneakers one is going to be so fun. All right, if you're just joining, it is not Kasaya. I am sorry. It is me tonight. And I'm making a Louie because after all these years, I've never made one. And that just seems really silly. So I made a small one to practice, and now we're going to make a medium. So I could show them side by side. And listen, I'm not saying you have to double stitch, but also I have to. I am saying that I have to, okay? I have to. Let me see. Oh, that looks so good. Are you kidding me right now? Oof. Mm, mm, mm. Look at that. Look at that double stitch. Doesn't your heart just go pitter patter? Mine does. Okay, back lining right side up. And then we're going to go like this. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tape off that I have on here. You could clip it or you could hold it with your hands. You can do whatever you want. I just thought tape would be just a little more perfect. Not that we have to be perfect, Kasaya tells me. Yada, yada, yada. You know what? Sorry, I'm going to do that one more time. Oh no, the tape came off. Do that one more time. I just don't like the way it lined up. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to take my exterior back top, yada, yada, yada. Okay, and I'm going to line up my centers. If I can see if I go like this. Okay, I'm going to go full seam allowance, and then I'm going to turn this and fold it up and top stitch it. Or double top stitch it. Mwah, ha, ha, ha. Okay, full seam allowance first. I was, when I did my practice one, I was amazed at how quickly it came together. I don't know what I was expecting. I think I was expecting it to be harder, actually. I'm not sure why. You're going to start a list of all the catchphrases between you sisters and so on. We have a few of them, don't we? All right, my friends. You know what I'm about to do. I think I did the first one this way. I want to make sure they're the same distance. Yep, yep, yep. All right, and just for satisfaction, this is not for necessity, for satisfaction only, a double stitch, because the pink looks amazing on the blue, so why not do more of it? We're thread painting. It's an art. I'm gonna wish I had this time back when we get to some more complicated parts of the bag, but then I'll look at my double stitching and then I won't regret anything, so it'll be fine. Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah. Okay. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your paper, your template, your pattern piece. Okay. And what you're gonna have to do is, oh, you know what I should do? I'm gonna mark the center of this guy. That will help. Seriously, Tara, I've heard so many people say that this is their all-time favorite. And I'm like, well, that is really sad to say that I have never, ever done it. Okay, there's a line across here. I'm gonna go to the table and turn it around, and I'm just gonna trim this right here. She puts a line across, and you line it up with a zipper, and then you trim any excess. I'll be back. Have fun while I'm gone. Discuss all things Louie. Sorry, guys. It's just gonna take a second here. because I'm not a super turbo cutter like my sister. She is incredible at the rotary cutter. Just saying. Almost there. Come around the mountain when she comes. She'll make me come around the mountain when she comes. When she comes. She'll come around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. All right, my friends, there we go. Look at that beauty. We've got it cut to the right size. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and baste it. I'm going to switch feet. And when you baste it, you're also closing up the sides of your zippers. I go a little bit extra over the zippers because I don't trust myself. I'm always afraid my zipper's going to come off. What's happening right now? What are you all laughing at? You love my check pants? Thank you. It's just a little ode to Kasaya, since she is all things checkers and we love her for it. All right, here we go. A checkered tattoo. Now you guys are out of control. All right, we're just going to baste around this whole thing. You don't have to do a checkered pattern, just straight lines will do it. I thought if I was going to represent Kasaya, I should put on my checkered pants. Oh, and did you guys see my earrings? My swap buddy gave those to me. She gave me some music ones too. And she gave me some pencils. Yeah, some music notes, some M&M earrings. Oh my gosh, I have so many earrings to wear from my swap buddy. She must have a 3D printer. You can tell she printed all of them. Oops, I missed a part. Oops, I missed. It's all right, I'll go back. Let's go with that zipper a couple times. Boom, chicka boom. Love the checker fabric in the spring box. Oh, you guys, the spring box is going to be incredible. I'm excited to get mine and make something with it. Everyone's going to make cute little somethings. I think I'll make a laptop bag or a messenger bag or a notebook cover. Yep, I think I will. Or a laptop bag with a matching notebook cover and wallet. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Bada bing. We're going to put that aside. At this point, if you want to put any embellishments on your front main, then do that. I've already done mine. I did mine before just to save time. And you could put those little guys aside. Next comes the zipper gusset. And the most hilarious word, flange. Let's use a flange. All right. So I've only done it once, and it was last night. So we're going to do this very slowly together. So the pattern comes with a little, the pattern piece has like a little hole in it. And it's super important because you're going to want to mark your pieces. So you know, you'll see why. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this little piece here, this is my lining. One piece has a straight edge and one piece goes up and then curves. You're looking for the straight edge, okay? And you're going to lay that right side up on the table in front of you, like so. Okay, then you're going to take your zipper and you're going to put your zipper tape right on the edge of it, like so. I have wrong clips. Just right along the edge. And then we're just going to do a little basty baste. Okay? Are y'all talking about tattoos still? You guys are funny. So we're just going to baste down the straight edge. Okie dokie. I guess I could do it this way. Whatevs. And it's just the straight part. You don't have to go to the pointed part at all. We're just going to tack that baby down. And you know, I think while we're doing it, I'm going to do both sides. I'm going to do the other side too. So we can do each step. Tara, you'll be so proud of me. I did. So the pattern tells you to cut out your zipper to a certain length. And then in the prep things, it says, now cut your zipper to exactly this length. Tara, I did it. Are you proud? It's a miracle, I know. Okay, so I'm going to do the other one now too. The same thing. I'm just going to go right side to wrong side on this zipper, and I'm going to baste the lining. I'm sorry, I need to look up. Did I miss something? Dun, 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 dun. Did I miss things? Sorry. It's hard to look up. I don't know how Kasaya looks up the whole time she's sewing. Every time I look up, 5 minutes later, I'm ripping a seam. I'm like, oops, missed that. Oops, missed that. So if you really want me to see something, you have to put it multiple times. Or you say Susan with exclamation points, but then 10 people have to do it and then I'll finally see it. All right, my friends. So once you have your lining flange basted on, and you're going to notice I basted them both on the same edge of the zipper. They're both basted on this top edge here. Okay. Now I'm going to take my exterior flange. All right. It is challenging to look at comments when you're, well, because I'm still looking at the pattern too. And this is a very stressful part. Okay. I have to think about this. You're going to take your exterior flange piece and you're going to find the straight edge and you're going to go face down in the same spot that you did your lining. Okay, now my friends, this is where it gets real. It gets real. Up in here, up in here. Now the way that I want to go through my sewing machine is going to be this way. So I'm going to take this piece that I had here, okay, and it's a reverse cut. So read the directions so you know which way to cut it. I'm going to find where my dot is, and I'm going to mark it because that's where we have to do a thing. I don't know what it's called, but we have to do a thing there. It's very serious, this thing. Okay, so I've got my dot marked right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy. I've got them sandwiched now, and I'm going to go full allowance. I'm going to go zippity doo dah all the way to this dot. And then when I get to this dot, I'm going to put my needle in the dot, okay? And then I'm going to go like this. I'm going to pull my zipper up so it goes lined up with this part. So I'm going to go, wait, can I do it? Like that. And then I'm going to keep sewing all the way off the point of this. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. It makes sense in my mind. And I'm switching feet again. I'm sorry, I'm going to do that a lot because it helps. Why am I apologizing? I have no idea. It's easiest to pull the zipper tape when the zipper is open there. But can I, oh, Tara, then here's the loaded question, Tara. Can I just do it with one side of zipper tape? Can I just pull it apart? Because I only need one side of the zipper tape right now, and then I could put the zipper tape back together, or is that bad? Please give me your wisdom. Hi, Heather. I hope your day was good from sunny California. Yes, I can pull it apart. Tara, I'm just confirming. I can pull these zipper pulls off like a maniac and pull the tape apart. I'm about to do it unless you stop me. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm doing it. No one stopped me. I'm doing it. Well, this will be easier than my last one because my last one I didn't do it this way. All right. So according to the master of the Louie, you're just going to be working with one side of your tape. Oh, that's so much easier. Okay. So here we go, my friends. Let's rock and roll. Okay, I've got my right side to right side. On my flange, I'm going to take a full seam allowance. And I'm going to say, let's go, little guy. Let's do it. I'm going full seam allowance until I get to the dot. When I get to the dot, so I'm just going to keep going up and following. And I'm going to just do a slightly shorter stitch to get to the dot. I'm at the dot, okay? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the needle down, but I'm going to lift my foot, and I'm going to pull my zipper tape to the side so that it matches up with the diagonal on this. Making sure not to crinkle. No crinkles. No crinkles allowed. No crinkles. No crinkles. Okay, let's see how we did. Oh, that looks good. Oh my goodness. So it ends up looking like that. So I hit the dot and then I went up the corner. Okay, now we're going to just do the other thing. Second verse, same as the first. We're going to turn it over to the other end and do it on that end too. This time I'm going to do the exterior side up because I like to come on a certain side of the machine. You want to make one now? Yeah, I think that brown, that darker one I made for my example, I think that's going to be my new bag. You guys, I have been using a Louie that Kasaya made for me on a video 3 years ago. I use that all the time still. So I think maybe it's time to graduate. All right, here we go. The way I heard people talk about this, it sounded really scary, but actually doing it is not that scary. You just have to, well, that's because other people learned how to do it first and then told me. Tee-hee-hee. All right, here we go, same thing. Full seam allowance. All the way up to the dot. You know how X marks the spot? Well, dot marks the spot. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and now I'm going to go, and I'm going to go, come on, come on, be nice, be nice. Camera, be nice. Okay, got everything pulled. Everything looks flat. You've heard fat and happy? Well, it was flat and happy. Oh my beauty. Well, I missed the point on one end, but it won't matter because that'll be taken up in the next seam allowance. All right, my friends. See if we did it without any love puckers. Who knows? Okay, so there's my second side. Now all you're going to do is you're going to fold this open. You're going to top stitch here and then baste the edges closed. Let's do it. Backstock Designs came out with a new pattern. Oh, that's cool. Rose, I can't handle any more patterns. Sorry, it takes me just a minute to pull these guys where I want them to be. Okay. Top stitch this baby. And while we're at it, we're just going to go ahead and baste it just so it's easier to work with on the next step. Hi, Tiffany. All right, and it looks like this. Okay, we'll do the other side. Well, now I can no longer say I've never made the Louie, right, guys? Everyone should make a Louie. Hey. Awesome. And we're about there. Okay, that, my friends, is probably the part of the bag that I've heard people talk about. That's the only challenging part, and we did it. So maybe challenging isn't the word. Maybe the right word is it's a different skill or it's a different method. But well, that didn't look pretty, but that's okay. It's just basting. All right. So now that I have taken apart my zipper, I'm going to put it back together. Ah, I dropped it. Come back, you cutie pie. I did look before I ripped it apart, so I would know which tooth to go on top. I don't know if it matters, but makes me feel better. Okay. Ooh, I didn't look at both sides, so this would be interesting. Oh, okay, Tabby, I'll look. That's cool. I mean, I'm going to say yes, but let me go on there and look. I'm not great at checking my Instagram messages. I'm the worst. I check Kasaya's for her, but I don't check mine. All right. Good. Okay, next, we're going to put together our zipper panel. So the only difference between this and other zipper panels is that you're just going to do it on one side. It is a one-sided panel. So I've already put tape on mine. And we're just going to sew it on, flip it, top stitch. Are we going to do a double? Possibly. Oh, you know what? I didn't mark the center of my zipper. That was so silly of me. Am I right? If you're just getting on, we're making the Louie by UhOh Creations. I feel like I totally understand that name. UhOh, that's my whole sewing life. UhOh, and then I'm like, well, it's fine. We'll make it into something beautiful. Okay, exterior right side down on the zipper. And now on the back side of the zipper, we're going to go ahead and place our lining piece of our panel. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. The ICQ sound. What's ICQ? Please tell me. Whatever it is, it's already funny. Okay. So together, full seam allowance. Yes, I think you could, because this is a thin faux leather. Why not? Because I made her a Louie out of leather. Was the chat system we used before AOL. Oh, that's so funny. Uh-oh. Okay. Now we're going to pull these apart. Top stitch and baste. You know, my gusset is slightly bigger than my zipper, but I know my zipper's right. So I might trim it to match my zipper. All right. Oops. I didn't pull the other layer out. See? Uh-oh. I didn't pull this layer underneath it. I was getting all pompous and thinking, man, this is going so great. It's fine. I'm a professional at this seam ripping. Absolute beast. I'll just go right back in that same line. No one will ever know except for anyone who watches this. Is my video freezing or is it okay? Ouch. Yep, poked my thumb. Perfect, now I'm bleeding. Hey, Gabriella. Gabriella. Seriously, I need a moment. Would you bring me a Band-Aid, please? I do. I need some privacy and a seam ripper and a Band-Aid. Look, I have to hold them all weird because my thumb's bleeding. I don't want to get blood on this beautiful bag. I dropped it and went to catch it. That was great. I think I was right in the middle of saying I'm a professional when I poked myself. So there's that. Just a minute. My Band-Aid fairy is coming. Thank you. Thank
also,
you.
a bird flew into the window.
Oh, seriously, again? That hasn't happened in a long time. What are these? These are all fancy. Well, they're huge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, no, it's fine.
Oh.
We're just going to put a huge one on, guys. Huge. Perfect, thank you. Appreciate it.
Do we have cough drops?
We might. In the bathroom, I bought a new bag. Okay. Oh, are you making Louie in your class tomorrow? Well, we know what video we won't be showing them. All right, have fun, Tara. You're the best. All right, let me try that again, guys. As I was saying, I'm a professional. I was sitting here thinking about how the gusset's not the same size as the zipper and got distracted. Ooh, you're doing the mashup. That's cool. I love this UhOh. I haven't worked with it much, but every bag I've made with it, I'm like, whoa, this is pretty. And it's so soft. Your scar's just starting to heal, Amber. Oh my gosh. Oh, the things we do for bags. The things we do for bags. And we're sewing in the rain and the snow, and there's no place to go. My Mora is from My Handmade Space. We went there last fall. We did a little trip to multiple states for Sew in the States videos. And Massachusetts was our last stop, and we sewed in her shop. And we went shopping while we were there. And Kasaya said, oh, you have to get this. And so I picked a few different colors because I had never sewn with it. And woof, I kind of hoard it. I don't like to use it because then it will be gone. So I use it very sparingly. It's my precious. All right, this next part that I'm doing is optional. It's just a double stitch because then it will match my double stitches that I did on the back. And then I'm just going to go ahead and baste all these, both these layers together and mark my centers and put this to the side. Scars do tell a story. Probably to change off my zipper foot. All right. I am going to just trim. I'm just going to do it with my scissors. I'm going to trim the edge of this gusset. So I know my zipper's right. All right. There's our zipper gusset. Isn't that cool? Okay, that goes to the side. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, boom, boom. Okay, now we're going to, well, I guess it is both side. Too late. I mean, too quick to say that. Now we're going to just make the gusset complete. And I'm going to switch back to my foot. We're going to do the whole exterior to exterior and the lining underneath it with the right side up, with the zipper part sandwiched in between. Sew it at full allowance, turn top stitch, and then we're going to do the same for the other side to make a completed loop. Okay. Okay. Now, here we go. So you can baste it, you can clip it. I'm going to just go ahead and tape it. So right side down. And then I'm going to take, this is my base piece. I'm going to take my lining, right side up, and I'm going to go like that, right on top of it. Okay, full seam allowance. Let's do it. Move this stuff out of my way. Much. Okay, and now I'm going to flip these both out together, and I'm going to top stitch this. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this actually turns out size-wise. I don't know if I've seen a live one. Well, no, I saw Tara's in person, I think. She had a large one. And I am going to double stitch because I already did on the other part. And now it's a theme. So whoever ends up with this bag, I hope you like double stitching. Okay, so now we have that. And I'm going to go right side to right side. I'm going to bring this around and sandwich this part together. Okay, so you lay your zipper in front of you and you bring this part over. You can tape, clip, or just baste. I'm going to just tape it. Okay, and then I do need one more piece of tape for the other side because I forgot to put tape on that side. And thank you. My Amber, my swap partner, made these for me. And she gave me my awesome bag. She also gave me 3D earrings, M&M earrings, music earrings, scissors, pencils. Basically all the loves of my life are my earrings. Okay. So then you're going to take the lining side of the zipper, sandwich together. Okay. So I'm going to go lining down, facing the lining of the zipper part. Same exact thing here. Full seam allowance. Singing is optional. La, 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 la. Then you're going to turn that open and top stitch that baby. Top stitch the baby. Marty. Marty, do other people sing your name or just me? Marty. Whew. I am sweating up a storm. It's hot. Bada bing. I'm going to tell you guys a secret, okay? Don't tell on me, though. And we're going to find out if the joke's on me, but I added a 1/2 inch to this, to the length. We're going to see if I have to work it in less than my other one, or if I'm going to regret all my life choices. It's either going to fit better, or I should have listened to the designer. I think I already know the answer to that. Probably should have just listened to the designer, but I thought I'd do an experiment. Okay, now I like to turn it this way, dun dun, and I'm going to go ahead and baste these base pieces together. Just kidding. Dun dun. Oh, only I could do justice. Okay, good. Marty. Sing with love. All right, we're just doing a little basting action here. Depends on your materials, but like I found that if you flip them a certain way, it bunches up crazy. If you flip them another way, it totally works out. So I'm laughing because as I said that, I missed. What do you mean you missed? Name the movie. Okay, we're gonna try this again because I missed. There we go. Anyways, the first couple times that I tried to do this to a bag, I was freaking out because the fabric was bunching everywhere. And then Kasai's all, just turn it the other way. I was like, oh, well, that's genius. And it did, it worked. This more definitely is a stretchy little bugger. Okay. I don't love this part right here. I'm going to base one more area and then we have our gusset done. Daddy daycare, that's correct. I missed. What do you mean you missed? I missed. See, I don't like the way it pulled it. It's not quite puckered, but it did pull it. Well, I don't love it. After all that talking, it bunched weird. This is me deciding whether I move on. I think actually it will be okay. All right. Moving on. Next, we are gonna do our wings. Maybe I might jack it if we do the next thing, right? We'll have to see. It's not necessarily wrinkled or puckered, but it's close. So I don't know. All right, let me find my right pieces here. All right, so you're going to take your wing piece, all right, right side up, all right, and then you're going to fold it in half, like a so. And you're going to put this, there's one side that's just a few inches. And then there is another side that's really long. I already did that side. We're just going to do this side together. Just to save time, I did that side. You're going to go ahead and put this up in between your layers. And I'm just going to like get it all straight. Okay. there should be 1 inch hanging out to the right. So I'm just going to come out to my table. Ooh, baby, that's 1 inch. And then I'm going to take a few clips. Where's my other clips? Don't you love it when you lose things? I think I took them to the other table. Good morning, Nikki. It is going to be the bottom of the bag, but it still has to be perfect for me. So we may have to fix that part. We may not have to. We'll see. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put a stitch with a full seam allowance. There's one side of this that's here. If I hold it up, it's easier to see. This is straight. You're not going to sew that right now. You're going to sew full seam allowance down here, down the curve, and off the corner. Go for it. Have fun with it. Just flow around that corner and right off the end. Now I learned making my last one that this curve right here, when I turned it, was a little funky, so I'm going to trim just that curve. Okay, all right. Now what you're going to do is you're going to flip this and basically pull that and just make sure it's all poked out the way it needs to. Okay, this is the fun part. I think this is the fun part. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to stitch it. We're going to go 1/8 inch, 1/8 inch, 1/8 inch. Okay. And then we're going to go 1/4 inch away from that and do it again, 1/4 inch away from that and do it again. Or you can do 1/8 for all of them, whatever. But you can do 3 stitches along that edge. I'm going to grab my other clips real quick. Because I don't like this part to poke out. I want this to be super open and flat. So we're just going to clip that till I come to it. Boom. All right. Let's get these things out of my way. You go there. You go to your home. And you come with me. All right. I'm actually going to start on this diagonal. Just feels better to me. This is the corner that I trimmed a little bit that I'm coming to right now. I'm just going to go slow. So it's a nice curve. Did I do it right? Yes. Okay. Like this. Okay, and now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to come in from it about 1/4 inch. All right. And now I've got 2 rows of stitching. I'm going to do a third. Bye, Heather. Hi, Evelyn. Bye, Amber. All right, let's do another row. Soon. Just right. Ooh, she's pretty. I know, and you guys, Donna, I didn't even make this up. It says to do 3. Isn't that incredible? That just makes my heart so happy. All right, so for the one side that you do with the long strap, that's all you do. You're done after that. Okay, and this is the long strap. So I already did that one. But now the short strap one, this is where you're going to add some hardware if you're doing a buckle. Now you can do it without a buckle. You just do a normal strap on it like you would. D-rings off of it. So what you're going to do, you're going to take the female end of the buckle, okay, and you're going to put it, maybe I should unwrap it. No, I won't unwrap it yet. Female end of the buckle, and I'm going to take my strap up through the buckle, and I'm going to fold it over until it meets the edge right there. Okay, I'm just going to clip that for a minute. And then you're going to go a 1/2 inch away from the buckle, and you're going to measure. So I'm going to start at a 1/2 inch away from the metal, where the metal buckle ends. I'm going to put a mark, and then I'm going to mark 3/4 from there. Okay, so a 1/2 out and then 3/4 more. And I'm going to sew a box in that area. I did consider changing thread for this because the pink is going to really contrast, but I'll just have to not mess up. Or I'll have to mess up and own it. Either way, right? Now watch your buckle on this one. Okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. All right. So I just have a little square on it. Now I'm going to add on a D-ring because you can hang things off this, right? So there's just going to be a handy dandy D-ring, and I'm just sliding it on here. And then I'm just going to sew this on. Sew the rest of this on. And I didn't measure this part. I just went as close to the hardware as I could stand and still be able to turn it. Yeah, because the hardware's under the foot, so I'm going to just kind of, luckily it was protected by the webbing. Now you could put X's in them too if you wanted to. Or you could do rivets. Rivets might be nice, huh? I think I'll just do a cross. I'll just go ahead and add an X for fun. just to give it a little strength. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah. Okay, have fun. Okay, there we go. Now you could have riveted that instead. I considered it, but I am using cotton webbing and I don't know. Okay, there you go. There it is. So next, you're gonna grab your back piece. And I'm gonna cut this little tail off. Okay, I'm also gonna make a marking 1 inch down. Let's see where 1 inch down is. Oh, it's right on my thread. I can just use my thread as a gauge. So we're gonna base these wings on 1 inch down from the top, which happens to be, for me, where my top thread of my double thread is. So here we go. We're gonna just base this guy on there. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm trying to be so fancy. It's all that triple stitching that'll get you. I can see my zipper fraying on the ends. I'm just gonna melt this real quick. Now in my mind, I did melt it already, but I've probably messed with it so much. I just need to reseal it. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm gonna grab this one, which has the longer strap on it. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna baste it 1 inch up from the top, which is my top thread. These colors are pretty. My example one was fairly neutral, and I was going to do another neutral one, but I thought, no, we'll do one for me and one for the people. This is for the people. Eating, not wasting. What did you say? Oh, I'm sitting in the couch, wasting ice cream, eating ice cream, watching History Channel. I hear a ching, a ching, a ching. Me, oh crap, that's right, I'm watching Susan. Perimenopause is the best. Amber, plus you had a rough day at work. Okay, my friends, here's our back. Isn't that so cool? Doesn't that look great? Got our little heart zipper pull on there. We've got all that. Okay, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Oh. We're going to put our exterior main, not the lining, just the main, face down on the table, making sure you have centers marked. And there's another marking you have to do on this one so you know where the gusset's going to go. Where the gusset goes to the base. Oh yeah, I wanted to re-look at this and see if I wanted to redo this. I'm going to do something here. Since I know the seam allowance, I'm going to do a basting stitch that's slightly bigger than 1/8, but still smaller than my seam allowance. And see if I can't help the situation that's happening here. Basically, I'm going to sew it into submission and see if it helps. Well, that side did help. All right, let's try this side. It moved a little bit. Let's see if this side helped. Oh, yep, it's better. There, I didn't have to rip it. Just basted it as slightly bigger seam allowance. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this right side down, right side up, sorry. Cherry Dr. Pepper float, hello. Hello, turn your gusset right side out. Or inside out, right side in, wrong side out. Shoot, I don't know. And we're gonna start attaching. I'm gonna do my centers first, top and bottom, and then my gusset markings. And I am so sorry, I will go as fast as I can on this part. This part's always a slow roll. Amber, tell us what you're watching on the History Channel right now. What are we learning about? I must know. My husband and I have been watching this show that never seems to have a conclusion. And supposedly the season finale is this week. But I still think they're not going to tell us who did it, you know? But now that we're watching it, we're in it. We're in it to win it. Okay, now I'm going to do I have a gusset marking on here, and I'm going to line it up with my gusset. Line it up with my gusset. Mysteries unearthed. Ooh. Mysteries of life. I think I love this for you. All right. Oh my gosh. Anna, you saved me. The zipper does not go in the back. I just wasn't even thinking. Okay, that was just to show you how to clip. Now we'll do it for real. See how my zipper's up here? The zipper should be touching the front. But I will now do it correctly. Thank you for coming. Sometimes I find that demonstrating it wrong is very effective. For no one. Especially not for my ego. Yep, zipper in front. You could do the zipper in back, I suppose, but that'd be kind of weird. Maybe if you have secret things in your bag and you don't want anyone to see them. That's right, not this time, Jack. I don't even sew yet. Yeah, Amber, people save me on these lives. They save me. Probably wonder how I ever could make anything not on a live, but when I'm not on a live, I'm not like talking and having a conversation and reading. And so I actually read the pattern. I should look over the pattern every once in a while, right? That's right. I'm showing you what not to do. It's a good demonstration. You're welcome. All right. So I added a 1/2 inch to my gusset because when I made the other one, it was so tight and I didn't want to have to snip the zipper. So this might have been a great choice. It might have been a stupid choice. Good news is we're going to soon find out. It looks okay, actually. How about that? Once again, this Mora is super stretchy. Has tons of give to it. All right, I'm going to unzip my zipper. See if that makes it easier. Oh yeah, I still have tons of extra. So no regrets for adding extra to that. I know you can clip into your zipper. You know what I'm gonna do? Just a second. I'm gonna move this piece slightly. I'm gonna move it down. I'll do it on both sides, which will give me extra on the bottom and less on the top because I can clip the bottom. Dun, dun, dun. I'm just trying to make so there's not so much extra around the zipper. Are you with me? Oh, are you team snip the zip? Tell me, Amber, has it ever been a problem? You do live on the edge. I like that about you. Do you just burn the crap out of it when you're done? It's never been a problem for you. Well, then maybe I should stop being scared of it. But today's not that day. We're going to make this work. Ooh, moving it down helped a lot. That's awesome. That's nice. That fits really nice. How about this side? You don't even burn it? Amber. Amber, you're so crazy. I'm gonna have to try it now. Oh wow, that fits so much better. Okay, now this part I can snip the heck out of it if I need to. So just to reiterate what I did, I had lots up here in the zipper area, and I had markings of where to put this in relation to the gusset. So what I did is I just moved it down. I moved this whole panel down a little bit, which gave me more in these bottom corners and less in the top corners, because I am more comfortable clipping this top part. She is wild. She lives on the wild side. Amber, I think it's time for us to do a video at my house. We did one at your house. It was very fun. Now let's do one at mine. We have to find a time when you're not in a very serious court case and get you over here. I'm ready for you. And we're going to be snipping zips together. Maybe I'll save my first time of snipping zips for when you're with me. What do you say? You adjusted the side of the gusset, then the gusset notch markings. Yeah. Yep. That is true. And I did. And so when I moved it down, the top part fits perfect, but the bottom part's still baggy. You were correct. Ooh, that's nice. This fits really nice. Snip, snip. I was recently told I put too many snips in things. I say bollocks. I like them. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Get in there. Go to your home. Go to your home. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna go around twice. First time, I'll be basting it, and then I'll try it again. Hi, Mimsy. How are you today? Or tonight? Depending on the part of the country you live, right? Or the world. I like using these thingies for the first time around. On my corners, I pull the top layer out to meet my bottom layer because it likes to get sucked in. It's like, no, no. And I'm like, yes, yes. And we're like, no, no. And I'm like, yes, yes. I wish I could show you a picture on this chat. I'm making my backpack pattern prototype and I did a double. Oh, you did a double top stitch for your prototype? Amber. And is it classy? I think it's real classy. So Amber's coming out with a backpack pattern, huh? Amber, do you know what I have cut out sitting in the basket over here? A Hellcat. I haven't made one yet. I cut it out about a month ago and I haven't had time to make it. I almost made it for this, but a little birdie warned me that it would be too much for me to do on a takeover because of the pace at which I tend to go, which for me is super fast, but for the live video world is not fast. I kind of need a patch for it though. It's so classy. Hi, Kim. How are you? All right, I'm just basting this baby on here and then I'll go around at full seam allowance. And it will be much easier once this part's basted. It fell off. I missed. Just a minute. Every once in a while I have to do a quick tidy up. Okay. I'm going to switch my foot in just a minute. That was me saying it out loud, so I would remember. I know. I'm so sad you missed it too, Kim. It was weird to not have you there. I am doing pansies. I did a neutral one for myself. And peonies or pansies or whatever these are for the people. I will most likely be giving this away in our Patreon raffle. unless I get it all done and I decide I can't live without it. But I highly doubt it. All right, the zipper part for me is a little slow around that corner. Yeah, it worked out okay, actually. That looks good. It looks good. This is easier with your zipper open, in my humblest of opinions. You love the flowers. Have I been body snatched? Yes. Well, you know what's funny is I own a lot of material of all types. And I feel like my taste is kind of narrow. So it is fun to make bags with fabric that aren't necessarily me. Sometimes I'm pleasantly surprised, like, oh wow, that is actually beautiful. All right, we've got our first side basted on. Our back part is done. Our side thingies, wingies, thingies are done. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna switch the foot out to do the full seam allowance. It's just a little bit easier, I think. Or maybe it's just easier in my mind. You guys love the flowers? Oh, okay. Well, I've got lots of flower material that I never know what to do, so I'll start using it. Uh, Bye, Rose. Okay, so now I'm going to come in at the full seam allowance and take one more pass at this. And as I come to my corners, I'm going to start moving the material up and out of the way so I don't get left with a whole pool of material. I go kind of slow around these curves. And then you come to your straight stretch and you're like, whee! Getting ready to come up to another curve. Here we go. Slow her down. And I'm pulling this fabric with my left hand. I'm pulling it up. I don't know if this is a very good view. I'm not sure how to move it better. I'm sorry. But I'm just pulling it up. So I kind of work it through there. Okay, now I'm coming to my zipper portion. And the zipper portion for me on my test bag, I had to be really careful not to wrinkle it. It wanted to get wrinkled in the curves, and I talked to it really nice, asked it not to wrinkle, and it listened. See how we did? Oh yeah, we got it. That looks good. Talking nice goes a long way, y'all. Hi, Adventures with Kina. I'm gonna go on an adventure with you. Hi, how was your walk? Okay. All right, coming around another zipper curve, hence the massive slowdown. I'm just kind of using my finger to just keep smoothing it. I'm gonna get a screwdriver, a flat head in here because that part really wants to wrinkle up. We'll see how we did. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Now's the moment of truth. I'm I'm just gonna peek in here. That looks good. Turn these corners out. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, look how beautiful that is. Are you kidding me? Oh, I hope I don't mess it up with the next part. Wow. All right. You're going to take this and you're going to put it in front of you. Face up. You're going to squishy squish this part down. And you're going to take a lining piece face down. Just a plain lining piece. And we're going to sandwich that gusset in between. And clip all the way around. But it's just, you don't have to clip to a gusset this time. So it's a bit easier. I will bring my Louie on our adventure. What are we going to do for our first adventure? Pew. Are you guys adventurous? I used to be really adventurous. I feel like the older I get, it's not that I don't love adventure. I just don't necessarily trust my body to not get injured during said adventure. But I still do love adventures. This is the Louie. You're just getting on. This is my example one I made. This is the small. Oops, it poked out weird. Oh, whatever, you get the idea of it. The Louie. Small version, more faux leather. And this is the medium version. So I'm calling the other one the baby, and this is the mama. And I've never made the mama. She's looking like a good size. Sorry, this is tedious. I should tell stories. What stories can I tell you? We've been doing yard work lately. I thought we would do a simple project and plant some trees, but we're a month into it and we only have one planted and a huge pile of dirt and all sorts of bags of mix-ins and roots and rerouting water lines but I'm hoping that tomorrow is the day that we get the second one done. My husband and I are going on an adventure in 2 weeks. Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. Are you kidding me? That's incredible. Have so much fun. Never been to Europe. I'll go someday. I can't wait. I want to see the architecture and I want to see where some of these famous composers are from. And I want to see all the beautiful buildings and, well, I already said that, but eat the food. Also, I'm in this phase where all of a sudden I potted a bunch of plants. I've never been able to not kill things. And it's been like a month and things are still alive. I can't believe it. I'm almost afraid to say it out loud. I'm going to jinx it. It hasn't been hot here yet. Once it gets hot, everything will fry. But someone says it's because I'm approaching 50 and that we all get sorted into houses. Bread making house, planting, gardening house, sewing house. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's happening because you guys, I planted all these, they're all potted plants and trees and shrubs and stuff. Plus we're digging for the trees. Plus I'm going out and talking to them and asking them if they want water every day. And I have found a new bread recipe that I love and I'm getting good at it. And obviously I love sewing. So I just sorted myself into every single house at once. I guess I'm just going to embrace it. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave a hole, a turning hole, just at the bottom here. So I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to go all the way around. And then I'm going to end here, but I'm going to do it from this side so that I can follow my stitching the best that I can. Road trip to regional fabric stores. Okay, let's do it. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? You got a bread machine? Amber, you're too young to be sorting yourself into these houses, but I'm happy for you. Okay, I guess I'm starting here. Here we go. And the tricky part is this, is I'm going to just keep filling inside to make sure nothing's bunching in here. Like I can feel something bunchy right here. What is that? Oh, that's the gusset. Technically, if I sew along the same line, I won't catch anything, but you never know. I'm pretty talented. I can catch things that some say are impossible. I can break the unbreakable. So don't tempt me. Onto the zipper. Everyone, please cross your fingers. This is the part on my test one that I had to go back and redo because I caught one part of the zipper in this step. And you don't really know till you're done if you did it. I won't know till we turn it. Here we come to another zipper curve. Dun, dun, dun. Zipper curve. When the zipper's in your way and you're coming down the straight, say zipper. Get smooth. I don't want to catch you in my row. No, I don't. So zipper. Get smooth. Go to your home, zipper. Go to the place where you be. All right, rounding my last curve. Dun, 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 dun. Slowly now. Slowly now. No need to rush it. Remember to leave a turning hole, Susan. Don't do anything silly. Okay. Zoop. Your son went before you. I missed it. Plans to go again to Europe or somewhere else? I might have missed it. In the chat. All right, guys, we're about to find out. What tool does your break making your tools? It was a die. I'll show you. It was not my finest moment, Jerry. It really wasn't. I shattered it. It was a die for a press, and I shattered it into a million pieces the first time I pushed it down, and I feel like I barely touched it. That was the weird part. I was like, what just happened? All right, let's see how we did. Let me get my magical turning stick. Oh, magical turning stick of my life. See, I think I should have trimmed that. Does it say not to trim? Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't trim it because it was around the gusset. Just a minute. I'm going to trim these bottom corners. Or around the zipper. It says not to trim around the zipper, which I totally get. But I am just going to trim around this part real quick. Because it's all bunching up on me. Come on, you. You are too much. You are just too much. Extra, I tell you. You too. Get out here, extra. So I'm just snipping around the bottom two corners that have nothing to do with the zipper. Okay. Try that again. Let's try this again, shall we? Easy stream. Oh yeah, that's much better. Oh, wow. That's a beautiful curve, you guys. It's beautiful. Don't love all that's happening inside there. I'll show you what I mean. This corner is okay. The other corner is beautiful. Beautiful plus okay equals great. Okay. All right. So there's the outside. Let me show you what I'm not loving. This right here has so much inside of it. There's so much bunchy in here. And I'm supposed to top stitch in just a minute. Same with this. Now, it was the same idea on the one I did. But I was able to push it down and top stitch over it. This feels a little extra to me. But I am on a video, so I probably have to do it. I think next time I make this bag, I'm going to trim some of the stuff that's not the zipper. So what I'm going to do, because now my next step is I have to top stitch this. Okay, but I've got this big bunch of stuff there. I don't know, guys. I wish you could see what I feel. It's really thick. Europe. You know what? It's going to take me an extra 5 minutes. You guys okay with that? I think it'll turn out so much better. We're going to turn this back out for a minute. There's way too much going on inside there. It's all this. So the trick is we're not supposed to clip the zipper. Although if your name is Amber, oh, it's the wrong side. If your name's Amber, then you clip whatever the heck you want. You don't care about no clipping rules. Well, guys, maybe I should leave it. Oh, I see why it's so much. It's because I've got the top part of that flange in there too. All right, no, I see it. We're gonna make do right now because it's basted and it would take me too long to undo it. Trim the, yeah, but see, here's the thing. I'm looking at it and this part's basted, so I'd have to undo that. Like there's no simple way right now to trim it without undoing all the basting. So I'll just trim this one little layer away. I know it's not going to help much because this is not what the bulk is, but I'll trim that away anyways. But I do see what it is. I think next time, maybe I won't baste. I'll use tape instead of sewing things on a basting stitch. and then I'll trim away that extra. Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna make another Louie, guys. Great bag. All right, so I've just trimmed a little bit of the lining that wasn't basted. It'll be fine. I want to really love the result. I don't want to be like, eh. Right, I love those bottom corners. I love the way they turned out. All right, this will be fine. All right, I am going to put a little tape on my opening so that when I top stitch around it, it's going to be right where I want it to be. And I don't have to worry about it shifting during flight. Items may have shifted. Please be careful when you open the overhead bin. They always say that, but I have never seen something fall out when people open it. Maybe I'm just not watching. All right, so I'm going to now top stitch this. I'm going to turn it this way so I can get to it really good. I am going to take my roller and I'm just going to try to, best I can, smash down these corners that have all that extra fabric in it. I think it'll be okay, actually. Yeah. Yeah. That's the ticket. All right. Here we go. I wonder if I should. It's so weird. I'm going to switch feet. Switching the feet. You know what I should do? I should check my bobbin before I top stitch. Right? Oh, I'm at the bottom. Fresh bobbin. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, I think I'm going to start right here. Is that going to look dumb? Maybe I should start somewhere else. Where do I want? Yes, I am talking to myself. Thank you. It'll be fine. I think I'm going to pull it through. Okay, it's just the starting thread. Okay, here we go. This camera an awful angle. I'm not sure with this particular camera if I can get much better. I wonder if I can go up and come down. I don't know if this is going to work at all. You guys tell me if this is any better. Is that any better of an angle? I don't know. Okay. Okay, I'm closing up my hole. I'm just making sure it's folded correctly. Oh man, that pink thread against this blue. Ooh, it's pretty. That is pretty. Okay, it's all fun and games until I get to the corners, right guys? feeling a little tense. Okay. Got past that first corner. I can't see it yet. I don't know how bad it is. Oh, it's not bad. Hand cranking does help around the corners. And this material is so soft. Oh, good. It's better angle. Okay. I know it's hard if I move the camera to my other side, but I don't really have a lot of space over there. I'm on another corner, so I'm just going to hand crank and just turn real slow because this is the front of the bag and I want it to look just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And when you top stitch, it's always good to kind of just keep gently pulling layers. Otherwise, these get sucked under. At least for me, that tends to be the case. So I just go a few stitches and then I smooth things out with my hands. A few more stitches. Now I'm coming into a corner. So I'm going to take my time and just slowly crank around this corner. And I left my thread long so I can pull through. That's why I stopped when I hesitated when I started because I was trying to decide how to do this. But there's no great place to hide a back stitch on this bag, and the thread completely contrasts. All right, so here's my last corner. Don't fail me now, corner. Be nice to me, please. I love you. Come on, we're a team. Okay, I'm gonna lift my foot up so I can see. I'm gonna put the needle right in where I started. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It worked. Oh, please pull through. Please pull through. Don't be a doofus. Okay, I can't wait to show this to you. Now, if I was feeling crazy, I would double stitch that junk. But it was a miracle to go around one time without messing up the corners. I think I might be tempting fate if I tried to do a second pass at that. So I think I'm going to call it a day. This thread doesn't want to pull through. Don't do this to me. Come on. I'm really nice. Come on. Okay, we'll do the other one first. Whee! Oh, come on. Please come through. I want to pull it through without breaking it. All right, let me see if I can find my stiletto. And I'm pulling, you don't have to do this part. You can just backstitch. But I'll show you in a minute. The thread is such a contrast that I want to pull it to the back, tie a knot back here so the front is nice and clean. I don't know why it's not giving up. It's holding on for dear life. Come on. It's coming. Oh, it came. Oh, I cannot wait to show this to you. This is a miracle on 34th Street. Well, I don't live on 34th Street. That would be a whole other part of town. Our town is set up in a big grid. Everyone's address is a number. Something west and south, or 2 numbers, 2 directions. Took me a while to catch on to that when I moved here. All right. I cannot wait to show this to you guys. Am my hand sewing? No, I was just pulling through. Okay, my friends. Look at that top stitch. Look at the way that thread looks on that. Ooh. Ooh, she's pretty. You are very pretty. Okay. You guys, let's put our other side on. Zoop. Zoop. Thank you, Saya. I hand cranked around the corners. I went slower. I pounded some things down. Lessons were learned from the last one. I feel like I need one more shot to get those bottom corners right. Okay. Now, I just want to make sure these are kind of out of the way. I'm just going to kind of pile them on here. This is my back. All right. So now I'm going to take this and we're going to do what we do. We're going to clip it all around. We're going to sew it up. We're going to do a little, only one side of fold over elastic. It's just this side we turn and so we don't have to. So the way she has this bag, you only have to do it once. You know what? I didn't mark the centers of this. Let me do that real quick. Hi. How was dinner?
Oh, that was great.
Say hello to the ladies.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
And gentlemen, if there are any.
How are the bag making?
The bag ladies.
How's it going?
Good. Look at my beautiful creation.
That looks good.
Do you want this one, Bryce? You would look so good carrying it.
My name's on it first.
I dare you. Go to Costco with this. Like, what? My wife made it.
Oh.
Saya says, hi, Bryce.
Hello, Saya. Yeah, we turned on YouTube at dinner time. I said, "Oh, let's tune in and see."
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I said, "There she is, making a bag."
That's
So this is the inside.
This is the inside.
Oh,
That's the front.
okay, that's nice.
Thanks. Thank you. I'm on my
Well,
last
have fun,
few
everyone.
steps. All right, we're gonna do the same thing we did before. Oh, you know what I didn't do, guys? I didn't mark, just a minute. I didn't mark where, remember on the front, we had to mark where the gusset went, but I made an alteration to it. I added to the gusset, but that's okay. I'm still gonna mark where it's supposed to go, and then I'm gonna move it a little bit. So I'm gonna put a marker right there. And right there. If anything, just so we can kind of get it even, all right? All right. For real this time. Hello from Brisbane. Or Brisbane. Is it Brisbane? I think I probably say it wrong. Hello. Good morning to you. You guys are already living in tomorrow. I hope tomorrow is a fabulous day for you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm so silly. I'm going to undo this zipper. Well, why can't I see anything? It's because the zipper's closed. That's going to help so much. Well, it's official. This bag is really fun to make. Hello from Northeastern New York. New York. I hear the northern part of New York is just absolutely stunning. Someday I will travel that whole area. All right, so what did I do? I moved it up. We moved our mark up because I added extra in my gusset. And I'm trying to move. No, I moved it down. Sorry, I moved it down. That's what I did. It's supposed to be up there. And I moved it down there. Okay, we're going to try that. So I added 2 inches to my gusset. And so the marking needed to be moved. I don't know now. Now I'm losing my directions. I want there to be less extra up by the zipper. So I'm trying to move the bulk down so I can clip it. That's what I did my last side and it worked great. It's beautiful. 1 hour from Montreal, 15 minutes from Vermont. Oh, gorgeous. Kasai and I still need to go do those states. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, I'm silly, you guys. There's no zipper on this side. So silly. No, yeah, she just called and said, oh, we're just doing a follow-up. Oh, okay. I thought there was something. Oops. Dropping clips. Whee! We're almost there. Okay, so I'm gonna have to clip this just a little bit. It's lunchtime in Aussie land. I need a few clocks in here. I might do that, set to different parts of the world. So when I'm talking to you, I can glance up and know what time it is for you. Oh, that'd be so fun. You know how some places have like, different time zones all up on a wall? Hmm. Hey, Leslie, you're up late. Is it past your bedtime? Maybe you're just done with work, huh? Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go 1/4 inch around. Sorry, basting around, and then I will do full seam allowance second time, and then we're gonna throw some or fold over elastic on that. I almost said double-sided elastic. I'm not sure what that would be. Double-sided elastic. Pretty sure that's not a thing. I need to put away some of these tools before I poke myself. Poke. 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 And poke. All right. We're in business. And I'm going to glance in here and just make sure that I'm not catching my webbing. That's just kind of floating in there willy-nilly, having its own little party. Could tie or pin it up, but that would make way too much sense. You're always up late? You're a night owl, eh? Me too. Not by choice, but that's just the way life is right now. Okay. So we're just taking our basting around. We're putting our second main panel to our gusset. This is our back one. We were able to turn the first one, so we only have to do fold over elastic on the back one, which is kind of cool. And if you really don't want to do fold over elastic, what could you do? Could you add like a pocket to the ends? I don't know. I'm like, there is a pocket on this. I'd have to think about that. I have no idea. All right, I can feel the webbing down here, so I'm just gonna kind of peek in there and make sure I'm not throwing up any extra surprises. Surprise! Surprise, surprise. I don't do binding on my Louie. I did the back way the same way as the front by sandwiching it. Yeah. Yeah. You could, right? I wonder why I'm not doing that. Next time. Maybe she was just afraid of fitting all the webbing in there or something. Maybe that's the challenge. I don't mind fold over elastic necessarily, but I like the look of a bag that doesn't have it. We'll just make it look so nice though, so nice. I don't know. My last bag that I just made of this Louie just went together so nice. Now I can see why everyone loves this. So many people say that this is their favorite make ever. So I thought I better try it. I think it's also because the front side doesn't need to have binding against the zipper. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think about that. That's always tricky. All right. It's basted on there really nice. The corners laid super nice. So now we're going to go around at full seam allowance and throw some fold over elastic on it. And we finally get to turn this around and see what we created. It's the coolest part, isn't it? Especially when you're not sure what it's going to look like. I have a hard time envisioning things before. All right, full seam allowance. Continuing to watch webbing and such. And hardware. Going really slow around that corner. Oh, come on. It isn't like going up and over this webbing. Just pulling all my extra bits up and out of the way. Not sure if I did that. I might have to go over that one spot. It moved. That's okay. I should think it'll be okay. Just finishing up your first Andy, or your third Andy. That's cool. Andy backpack. Is that the one from UhOh Creation? If so, that's the one I want to make. So my question to you is it difficult? Or should I just go for it? Probably like anything else, it's just steps, right? Steps and steps and steps. All right, we're rounding our last curve. Caught weird. I'll just make sure that worked out okay. Yeah, it looks okay. All right. I'm just going to peek on the inside. Corner number one, good. 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 I am in Utah, the very southern part, about an hour and a half from Vegas. So just right over the border. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys. Ooh. Okay. I'm using pink or purple. Wow, that's not pink. I'm using purple and I'm going to change. No, I'm not going to change threads. Yeah, I'm going to change threads. I know that's extra, but she says how much to do as far as length, but I actually like my pull over elastic a little tighter. So I'm just going to do this real quick. I'm just going to clip it on while pulling it, just so I can get a good cut, so I can measure it. I'll take it off and cut it. Zoop. Oh, hi, Ellie. How are you? Andy, a lot of steps. Not too bad. Okay, good. You made your son a Star Wars backpack. He has autism and is obsessed with Star Wars and calls himself C3PO Julian. That is adorable. I love that. I bet he loves that backpack. Ellie, how are you doing? Okay. That's my very technical way of measuring. It's going to take 2 extra seconds, but I am going to switch out thread color just so we can be extra. The patch on the pocket that says, oh, that's so cute. Oh, you're with Jan? Are you guys at the Ellie, are you at the Florida event? With Barb and Lori and I assume Jan's there. I don't know why I assume that. But I just do. Hello to all the ladies. There's a sewing event in Florida this week or weekend. No. Okay, well then I am a dork. Well, give her a big old hug for me. Oh my gosh, Kasaya. Did I forget to put it on? Yep, I forgot to put it on. It's totally fine because I will baste it on and then put the fold over elastic. Yeah, I haven't looked down at the pattern in a while. I should have done that. That's funny. Susan. Thank you for saying it a million times. Oh, that's funny. And I'm just like, look at my beautiful bag. Oh, Princess, you're at the Florida retreat. Tell everyone hi. Well, Ellie, good. I hope you're having fun wherever you are. Oh my gosh, that's so funny, you guys. Crisis averted. How long have you guys been yelling at me? I'm going to look for a minute. Oh, look, I almost put it on backwards. That'd be great, wouldn't it? All right. I'm going to do a quick baste of this. Folder elastic. I promise we're almost there. Where I'm at. 2 hours. You know what? 2 hours and 25 minutes to make a whole bag. Not bad. Not bad. See how many more minutes it'll take me here. I was going to feel bad, but that's not a bad time. Crisis averted. At home, not working. That's the best kind of vacation, Ellie, right there. that is it. Well, that was almost a really fun time. If I would have gotten all the way done and realized I did that, I would just never finish the bag. I would just be like, well, too bad. You're enjoying the Florida sunshine and warmth. I'm so glad. You were so perplexed for a minute, probably over 2 minutes, thinking, why does it look like that? No, that's because I haven't looked back at my pattern. And the last step before putting the back to the gusset is to put the lining on it. So there's that. You think I can get this done in 2 hours and 45 minutes? I think so. everyone was all that doesn't look right, but no one wants to say anything. It was very cute. Thank you guys. Watching from the television, that always scares me because that seems a little large. But I love that you're watching. Sean is incredible. She does incredible social media. She does incredible sewing. And I just got to meet her in person. That was so fun. Come on, you. What? Oh, he's not talking to me. Oh. My bobbin's having a fit. Oh, it's a small TV. Okay, thank you. Makes everything bigger, including mistakes. Am I right? All right. Okay. Continue. Onward. Yes. Much better. Still want this webbing in there. Is Laura the first one that caught it? She is the MVP then. I was just trying to keep you guys on your toes. What would a Susan takeover be without everyone yelling Susan through the text chat? What I need to do one of these days is I actually need to go back and make a blooper reel from the chat screen. That's a great idea. That would be really funny. From all the times people stopped me from doing something. All right. That was just a little side quest, a side adventure. You're welcome. No extra charge. So if you forget to put your lining on, you don't have to panic. You can just put it on right before the fold over elastic. No problem. Nothing to see here. Okay. Boop. 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 All right. Let's do it. Is that Abigail? Tell her I said hi. Tell her I'll call her after my video.
You what?
Tell her I'll call her after my video.
Okay, it's gonna probably watch the video. So, okay. Anyway, all right. So I'll just check on you. All right. Well, have a good evening, rest.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell on the computer. I hear my child's voice in the other room. On the phone. Home stretch, that's right. The actual home stretch. After I do this and we turn it, we just have to put the adjustable slider on and sew the end up, the end of the webbing. That's it. Unless I've done something creative that we don't know about and we find out when I turn it. Either way, I'm done though. This is it. Change it just up a little bit. You're getting so much computer in there. Sorry. I moved it so we could see what was going on here. But I forgot to move it back. You didn't miss it all the way. We're there. Doing our last little bit. You're here for the best part. You missed all the parts where people said, don't do that. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to put my other foot on. I think it will go better. I'm just a foot changing fool. All right. Let's do it. All right, I'm binding it at 1/4 inch, which ends up hopefully catching both sides. But if we have to go and do a second pass at any of the parts, not a big deal. Wow, this thread totally blends in. Good call, good call. You certainly don't have to change threads to do binding. But the hot pink was gonna really show up. kind of push my finger against the side of it to just make sure it's all kind of snug against it. Especially the bottom. Sometimes the bottom likes to slip away. And then I have to go back and redo that. Home stretch. We're in the home stretch. Next step, turn and burn, baby. Saya, if you're here, this is the real home stretch, okay? The real one. Not that we still have an hour of little things to do that are going to add up. That's just a trick into making you think that you're almost there. Okay, I'm catching my bind. Yep, I got all my binding. Okay. It's going to be super easy to turn. Just want to get all our corners out. Oh my beauty. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, gosh, it's beautiful. Look at that, you guys. Look. Look. Oh, so pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna do this webbing real quick. We're gonna put our adjustable slider on. Zoop. Oh, hi, Hane. Okay, and then I'm going to put this, I have to think about this, I'm going to put this through the buckle. And then I'm going to come back up and under the center bar. I'm going to move this other one out of the way first. Up and under. Thank you. The color's out of my normal realm. So what I say is the first bag, my tester bag, that's neutral, is for me. This bag is for the people. I see you, people. I see you. All right, all I have to do is stitch that together and we're gonna see what we have. And I am gonna be extra and switch, oops, thread colors one last time. Extra, I know. But I don't want the random purple that I just used on the strap. And if I'm gonna switch it, I might as well switch it to something that blends in. So I've already got this one loaded and ready to go. Let's go. The people love it. Oh, I'm so glad. This is for the people of the bag making world. For Narnia. You guys are Narnia. Okay. Hi. Yes.
When are you done?
Probably 5 minutes. Okay. This is it. All right. Now I have to go. I have to think. Thinking. Okay. I'm gonna sew it. So I'm gonna sew this onto the middle one here, but I am gonna tuck it under once. I wonder if my machine could handle a double tuck. Yeah, I'm gonna do a double tuck. I think this stuff might fray. So let's give ourselves some more space so we can do this. Okay. Everyone, if I hold my tongue just right, it's gonna be perfect. Mm-hmm. That thread change was a nice choice. I'll hold it up and show you. I just did just a little box right there. So it's not really gonna show. All right. Okay, people of the world, let me show you your bag that I made for you. Whoa, I dropped you. Sorry. Make it a little smaller. Bum, bum, bum. There it is, the Louie. Let's see what she looks like. This is the medium size. It's a good size. And then there's a zipper on the back. And here is the small size. So you can kind of see them side by side here. Can I wear them both? Maybe. Baby and mama. That was fun. If you haven't made a Louie, I would highly recommend it. That's a great bag. This is going to be my new carry. I'll be giving this away in the Patreon raffle, unless someone in my life says they have to have it. Thanks for joining, everyone. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for saving me from that lining facing the wrong way. Okay, thanks, you guys were great. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I hope you have a great rest of your week and weekend. Okay, bye.